Oh man. As you see, we're not in my usual setting. I'm in the whip right now. I just got done having some drinks with some friends. Life has been lifing, and I feel like it's my fault. I feel like it's me. I'm the drama. I'm the issue. I believe it might have been my third or fourth episode, but it was called InternaLiy, Frustrations and Healing. And today, what is it, 6/27, is actually the first time I ever put out an episode. So before I even jump into what our episode is, happy birthday to the Inside Perspective. We are 1 year strong and many, many more to go. I'm really proud of myself and the growth that I've been able to take, because it's been a long time coming. It's been a lot of second guessing. I remember even contemplating putting out my first episode because I didn't think that it was worth listening to. But here we are, almost 1,000 plays later, 30 followers later, just specifically for my podcast on Spotify, and I'm just really grateful for the opportunities that I've had to grow. Happy birthday to the Inside Perspective. We 1 year strong, baby. So continuing back into what I was speaking to before, the frustration that I'm experiencing now, a year later, initially the frustration I was going with was the grief that came with leaving certain situations or leaving certain people or growing from a different mindset that I currently had, and how that impacted how I conducted myself. And so now seeing a year later that there's still that frustration and healing, but this time it's me. This time it's me forcing things, forcing what my next steps are, forcing the job, where I want Tip to be at, where I want my podcast to be at, where I want my education to be at. It's forceful at this point. I'm not making certain decisions because I'm not making certain decisions because I'm caught up in the idea of how does it follow along the story? How does it follow the timeline of what I have for myself, right? And so not only am I thinking about what job and what career that I want and what level of education that I want, but also taking into the fact that I'm in a long distance relationship. So every time I make a decision, it feels like, and I know I talked about this in my last episode, but y'all finna hear it the fuck again. Every time I make a decision that works for me, sometimes it doesn't work for my relationship. Anybody that's in a long distance relationship or has just been away from their person just doesn't live near their person, truly understands, excuse me, that's the Henny. Excuse me. Truly understands how frustrating it is to know that you have a person, but you can't fall asleep next to them every night. You can't go drop off lunch for them. You can't yeah, I can DoorDash that shit to you. There's ways for me to do it now, but the physical is missing. And I'm a very physical person. I'm a very physical person, and so to not be able to deliver that to my partner day in and day out feels like I'm failing my partner. But I'm not failing myself. I'm actually being very successful for myself because I'm creating the opportunities for me to continue to grow professionally, to grow in education. Like I start my master's program in the fall, and I don't think I've truly wrapped my head around that completely. The fact that I'm starting my master's program in the fall. It's a biomedicine and digital media dual degree. And I'm super excited about it, uber excited about it. It's an online program, so I can do that shit from anywhere. But for the past 7 months, I've been applying to jobs. 7 months. I've probably easily sent out over 200 applications. Easily. At minimum, 200. And I'm a bomb ass bitch. I do great work. I do great diversity work. I do great programming work. I do amazing public speaking. Like, and honestly, kudos to me, because I used to hate speaking in public. I used to hate addressing people. And now I'd be like, give me the mic. So I'm an amazing being. And so I feel like this is God in the universe literally saying, not yet. I know you want to move. I know you want to be in this space. I know this is what you're looking for and this is what you want, but not yet. And I'm like, fuck you. Like, what you mean not yet? I want it now. I want it now. I'm applying to jobs. I am the shit. I've updated my resume. I write amazing cover letters. What do you mean you're not picking me as a candidate? If I get one more email about how impressive my shit is, but not impressive enough, first off, suck my dick. Second off, I'm the shit. But there's a reason why that's happening. There's a reason why that's happening. Although I want the new job in the new location, and I want the opportunity to spread my professional wings as wide as they could go, it's not where I think it will be. And when I think back to all the opportunities that I've been blessed with, they all happened out of nowhere. I was so focused on myself and the dream and the goal and the plan, and I was so dead set on that. That's whenever I was able to receive the blessing. That's whenever the opportunity came out of nowhere. And I'm like, oh shit, this could work for me. And so to dive deeper in that, it's clear that I need to focus on myself. I need to focus on me, because as of recent, I've been focusing on what I could do for my job, what I could do for my family, what I could do for my lady, what I could do for my podcast. But I haven't, and I've kept myself in the rotation, but I haven't been that intentional with it. I'm not meditating every day like I should. I'm not journaling every day like I should. There's things that I'm missing out on that I know I'm supposed to be doing that I'm not, because I'm pouring so much into applying to different jobs, writing different cover letters, looking at different jobs, looking through jobs, like what do I want to do? And that's the other thing. I work in higher education. There's so many things to do in higher education. I just don't know what the fuck I want to do. I love teaching people. I love communicating. Do I see myself as a professor? Not necessarily. Do I not see myself as a professor? Not necessarily. But that's my problem. I don't know what I want to do specifically. I just know that I want to help people be confident in themselves and stop hurting themselves and others. That's what I want to do. I want to build a whole curriculum on being a better human. Learning how to pour into yourself so that you can pour into others. And they get a little close to my car. Don't clip the front of Ghost. I will be perturbed. Oh, okay, Mr. Mustache. Mr. Ford F-150. Nevertheless, it's clear, just looking back and seeing how things were set up and how I even got into college, got the job that I have now. Like, I was studying for the MCAT. I was going to medical school. I was about to do a post-bac program or do a master's program to prepare me to medical school, to go to medical school. But then the opportunity for this job came about. And it's the same shit I've been doing since I was in my sophomore year of college. So yeah, I'm gonna take it. I've been doing this shit forever. It's easy. Now it's imperative that while I have this position that provides me the flexibility, because I have such a strong background in it, to really pour into myself, to really give myself the time that I deserve, because my life has always been so fast-paced. I played several sports growing up, in several programs, several clubs. I've constantly been moving. I've never really had the time to focus on one thing and build it out. I have another episode, Get Out Your Own Way. So now it's time for me to listen to myself. Might have to go double back on those episodes myself. Because it's clear now just from the progress, or just from the what's the word I'm looking for? The history of when opportunities and blessings have bestowed themselves upon me. It's when I was wholly focused on myself and building when I was solely focused on myself and one other thing. So when I was studying for the MCAT, I was also making sure that I was taking care of myself spiritually. Like, it wasn't just like I'm going to the gym and I'm getting enough water. No, it was, my breathing seemed, my heart's beating a little faster. Let me do my double intake breaths. Like, it tricks your nervous system into relaxing. I was meditating for at least 30 minutes every day. I was eating specific foods. I had cut sugar out of my diet completely. I was woefully taking care of myself and completely focused on that and learning. And so now I have that opportunity coming up because I'm just about to get a certification in something that's definitely going to push me forward. And so I'm doing too much shit, right? A certification, a master's degree, a new job, and a new location. Like, I know I'm that bitch, but I'm also human. And so I feel like God right now, while I have the time now to focus on my job and me, that should be it, right? But because I'm so used to that fast-paced life of always having something to do and somewhere to be, it's conditioned me to think that I have to keep doing that. But I don't. I can go to work, I can work on my podcast, and I can work on myself. And that's enough. And I have to be okay with the fact that that's enough. And I'm just going to leave myself with that. Like, stop trying to force shit to be. If any of those jobs come back to me, we'll see. Because I want my lady. I want to be with my baby. I want to be with my baby. I want to wake up next to her, go to sleep next to her, cook her dinner, cook her breakfast, pack her lunch. Well, all while I'm doing the same for myself. I want to share experiences with her. I want to go to the zoo. I want to sit at a cafe on a Sunday and I think I have to drive back home later on that day. I just want to be there. And now it is imperative for me to be intentional in how I'm taking care of myself and doing it daily. Not just when I remember. It has to be a routine. And then my blessings will come in. That's the history. That's the thing. Soon as I pour into me and take care of me and focus on one thing, it comes. So with that being said, something that I'm implementing into my days, no matter what, is meditating for at least 30 minutes, even if I break it up 5-6 times, like 5 minutes 6 times throughout the day, or 30 minutes one time, or like whatever it is. It's imperative that I spend 30 minutes intentionally with myself every day. Because the only way you can get your answers is through stillness. Whenever you start pushing the agenda and trying to make shit work and trying to figure shit out and plan shit, God will humble your ass. You can have a plan and God will laugh at it. Like, that's cute. I have so much more for you, but that's cute. Because we can only understand things from an ethereal human perspective. God is God. Trust God. Trust the universe. Trust your spirit team. And take care of yourself. If there's anything that you got from this motherfucking video today, this podcast today, is to take care of yourself and to put yourself first, no matter what that looks like. Even if it's 5 minutes of meditating a day, do it. Take care of yourself. Because the frustration that you're feeling, the frustration that I'm feeling, is because I'm forcing shit. And I don't have to. My life, my plan that God and the universe has for me is already built out. I just have to walk it. But I can't walk it correctly if I'm not taking care of myself. So, take care of yourself and put yourself first. That's the inside perspective.